YouTube family, with each generation comes its own evils. So whatever generation, you're gonna have your own evils. Now, most of them is no different than the beginning of time. The technology changes, but the evil is the same. Different technology. So with each generation comes its own evil. All the same, but yet and still its own. So today we are confronted with many evils, many ways for the devil to inspire humans. Because when it comes down to it, that's what it's about. To take you away from what you are really here for. Through song, money, through different inspirations, to make you move to the other side, to make you say, I don't need and I don't have to have God. This just comes to me. And we all born, we all have our own talents and gifts. And all of those talents and gifts come from God. Just like the devil, when he was in heaven, was the best singer ever. It's the best musician ever. And we all come down here with certain gifts and talents. Some of us can remember a book, many books. Some of us is blessed with a memory like a steel trap. You don't forget nothing. Some of us are blessed with, got gifts and talent of playing an instrument. We have gifts and talents. We have of speaking in a certain way, a manner that you can persuade millions. You know, just your demeanor, just the way you approach people. Just they like the way you talk, you act, the words you say come out of your mouth. These are gifts and talents from God. But the way that you use them is up to you. Either you can use it for God or you can use it for evil. So that's what brought me to the point that each generation has its own evil. We have the internet now. And through the internet, you promote yourself. So now you're reaching millions with your lyrics, with your opinions, with your thoughts, with your doctrine. So now once when you was in a certain area and you had a certain person with these talents, he can reach you. Now it's abroad. Now you can reach people in Africa, the deepest, darkest areas, because of the internet, radio, TV, airplanes. You get you in certain spots that you couldn't get to back then. So with each generation comes its own evil. So now we are promoting what? What are we promoting? What is coming out of our mouth? What is our actions? Back then, the only thing that the community did wasn't just feed each other, just with food. They fed each other spiritually. They helped each other out in the community in different ways. The men of the village weren't just the providers, they were role models It was something that they took with pride. Not only was their word everything more than gold, but who they were and what they put out. Now, for each generation, you had your own troubles. You had your own killings. You had your own dealings that wasn't right. Everybody had your own evils. It wasn't like all of them were doing right then neither. If it was, we wouldn't have what the stories in the Bible about what was going on when the Jews were taken into captivity. But they had higher standards than what we have now, which is dying off, which we don't have now. It's going more towards how we feel now. Because most of our gifted people are leaning towards their own will and not God's will. Now, a lot of them may think that they have good intentions. They think they have good intentions. But there's a way that seems right to a man that only leads to death. Because you don't read the Bible. Because you don't rely on God and His will and not the way you feel that makes sense to you, that you think is right. And that's the problem. We don't have men passing down the torch to the younger boy, to the younger man. They want to hold on to it and never relinquish the power that they have so that the generation can learn from them and flourish and grow. And you had a young man who wanted too fast and don't know what he's doing. He's not ready yet. Money, power. That's what we worship. It's not about God's word. It's not about God. But with each generation comes his own evil. So we got certain things going on now that's persuading our youngsters, different doctrines, different propaganda going on. It's just things on TV, things in our music. Even Marvin Gaye, this is from a musician, put it right. There are songs from Satan, and there are songs from men from God. There are songs that are from man from God to help us pass the test. But what's more persuading and what sounds better is the ones that's from the devil. You see, it's a lot in song. You know how good they make you feel in church? How good the musicians and the drummers make you sound, make you feel, make you throw up your hands, make you shout. Oh, it's millions of those that go to concerts, throwing up their hands, shouting, to hit them to hit her with the wham, to slap that trick, to go out there and murder that nigga, take him for what he got, punk. You know how it go. And we throwing our hands up, and the song is cursing us out. And then we listen to men like, I would say politicians, that tell you something, tell you one thing, and you going for it. Racial prejudice, propaganda. These are all evils. That they're here for you and your own. That they're gonna give you wealth. That you should think about the feelings of this certain person, even though that what this person is for is against everything the Bible is about. He's saying, they've been saying certain things, trying to sway you. So for with each generation comes its own evil. So my point of this video today, YouTube family, is to tell you that there's nothing new up under the sun. As long as we use the guiding light of Jesus Christ, we won't be fooled by all of these new technologies and inventions that come through with the same old story, just presented in a different way. We won't be deceived by the devil, because he's here to rob, kill, steal, and he wants to deceive you, take your mind away from the Lord and his will, to put you on his team so that his will be done here on earth, not God's. No matter how it comes up to you, no matter how it's presented, if it's presented in the Illuminati or is it presented as Baal, or it's presented as Illuminati, whatever it is. If it's coming through President Bush or it's coming through T.D. Jakes, the story has the pattern. The Bible has the solution. The Bible has already spoke about it, these things. Put it together, YouTube family, connect the dots, and understand it ain't nothing new under the sun. Peace. Keep your eyes open. Be blessed.